speculating, or he could have been drinking and doing blow with hookers, allegedly.
You're stupid.
What's wrong with my speculation? It's better than everybody else. I mean, shit, there's no story here. There's literally no story here, Andrew. This fight is Canelo's knockout. It boosts him up. This town is all Mexican, 100%. Okay, they're, by and large, the crowd is 75 to 25% for Canelo. Chavez's lips looked like he's been, I'm telling you, it looks like he's been in a sauna for almost 24 consecutive hours.
He was. I honestly believe, look at what yesterday at the final. Okay, first off, let's rewind it back to the grand arrival. The kid shows up in a sweatsuit, zipped up all the way to his underneath his neck, his chin. It was 90-something degrees that day. Why he needed a bodysuit zipped up all the way, I have no idea, besides the fact that he was still trying to lose as much weight as he could.
Absolutely.
And then the next day, at the final press conference, the kid shows up in the same bodysuit, still zipped up, and he has a fucking beanie on this time.
Absolutely.
Lee, I told my guy, I would pay him money if he was able to get to Chavez's room and get a temperature of what that kid slept through last night. I would not be surprised if they gave him sleeping pills and set that temperature to 90 degrees.
This close to the fight, I guarantee he did the Epsom salt bath last. He did the Epsom salt bath for the final weight drop.
His conditioning trainer wanted him to sleep until 11 in the afternoon today.
Yeah. I'm telling you because I'm competing tomorrow in for everybody listening. By the way, in Las Vegas, there's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament called the Silver State. Feel free to come out and watch Lee Honish. I'm not cutting weight for this fight. Let me tell you how different it is when you're not cutting. Like, it's a different freaking universe. I mean, I don't know what Chavez is going through because I haven't tried to cut below my body fat like that in 4 or 5 years. But he just looks like a frame with skin.
His body, yeah, if I'm Canelo, the left hook to the ribs is all day. It's all day, Lee.
And if you go back to the Canelo training tapes, what's he doing with the heavy ball, right? He's working on body shots, kidney shots. He's working on rattling the body as hard as possible with inside damage. I'm just calling it. If he goes to work early on Chavez Jr.'s body, he doesn't have a heart. I mean, I'm torn. I'm here now, right? I'm here. I'm in the middle of it, and I got to be honest. I kind of want Chavez to win just because it'll piss off so many fans tomorrow night.
You're such a jerk, Lee.
Just
to see people upset, you're willing to be now a Chavez fan.
But when you're watching a football game, right? Like, say, the Giants and the Cowboys, right? And the Giants are playing the Cowboys in Dallas. Aren't you pulling for the other team just to watch the fans go be fucked up?
Yeah, yes, my old saying before it was a t-shirt always has been, I am a Raider first, and second is whoever's playing the queer-ass Niners.
Yeah, right. Just to see the fans be upset, right.
Yes.
Right. For me, it's Denver, right? Because I like to stay in our conference, unlike your whole little...
Yeah, fuck them.
Well,
I fucking hate Denver. I hate
now.
Denver, too.
Look, I got the Rams now, so I can hate on the Rams, but I can't hate on anybody in football. I got a 30,000, I'll say it again, 30,000 seats, Andrew, StubHub.
I know.
I can't even begin to tell you how great it's going to be to see football there. I'm so excited. All the games are sold out. You know what that means in English? 16 televised games. And ABC picked up the contract, so I get good coverage. Yay me.
Where are we going to go, Lee?
I don't know. Did we cover it all?
I'm telling you,
You want the plus 1,400 on Marco Reyes.
hey, people, listen. Whoever's out there, $100, you put that anywhere in the casino. $100 to win back 1,100 on a guy that hasn't taken a break since March. Since March, this guy has been training as a professional boxer. That's insane. He had a fight with one of the biggest hitters in the middleweight division. It's insane. I'm telling you, Marcos Reyes is not a pushover. Yes, Lemieux's a good, solid knockout puncher, but he can be outworked.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Reyes has a lot going into this fight. This is a big fight for him. He's a co-main event to one of the two biggest names in Mexico. This
Dude,
is a huge fight for him.
Hold on. Are you sure you're in the Bay Area right now?
Yeah, I'm in the Bay Area.
You just walked by me holding 2 beers.
I only have one.
By the way, let me tell you how
empty?
many Andrews I think I saw today. Holy shit.
My grandma told me that when she came back from LA. She said,
I'm not gonna say you're stereotypical to what's in the arena right now. I don't want to stereotype you.
Whatever, eh?
Dude.
And they're probably drinking Coronas too, huh?
Dude, there's no line at the concession stands. That's how empty it is. There's no line for beer, Andrew. Why are you not here with me?
Because I suck.
I got 2 beds in my room.
2 beds in my room.
I got the room. I got everything. You can watch me get beat up tomorrow. What am I missing here? Get on a plane.
Right? Shit.
All right. I'm done making you feel bad. Final bets, final predictions. Sorry for everybody. And by the way, no, I'm not drinking. I'm just having a good time at the MGM. I've been here since noon. I went over and met Sean Porter, who was over at the Art of Music, which is kind of related to Roy Jones Jr. boxing promotion. It's a long story, but Sean Porter was signing autographs. Went over, said hi, and then I went and had a lovely lunch while 5,000 fans jammed into their seats, right? And then I walked in, past all of them, and down to the front row, like 20 minutes before the weigh-in started. I'm going to say it for the crowd. White has its privilege.
Oh my gosh.
Walk like you own it.
That's right. Act like you've been there. You get right through. That's right.
So, no, that's. I actually have a seat. So if you paid for a seat to this, that was your seat also for the weigh-in. So I literally walked.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's a good setup.
It's worth $20 to get.
That's right. Yes, sir.
And
that's actually smart of the casino too. So hey, check this out, people. What they just did today, expect that for here on out.
Why they wouldn't? But the problem was nobody stayed. Like they offered for everybody to stay up in the upper decks for free. They offered for everybody who had a ticket to. They would have filled up the lower bowl. They didn't stay.
Lee, you got a gosh darn Cuban fighting.
Yeah.
No Mexican is gonna stay on Cinco de Mayo and watch a Cuban boxer.
He's got boa.
Yeah, he's nothing to us. He's not Triple G. Triple G we would have stayed for. Put him on the card.
But I got 2 Mexicans going right now.
Yeah. Gamboa better have a fucking Mexican flag when he walks into the ring. I'm telling you, that's the problem, bro. There's no attachment there.
Now, Jesus Rojas, Puerto Rico. That's not going to go well.
They're not staying for that. You could have put someone like Jesus Soto Carras on that card, and I bet you at least 2,000 would have stayed for him because the Mexicans know him and they know he fights his ass off. They got to get a fighter like that to attract the fans on Cinco de Mayo. Come on now.
This is Mexican, dude, from La Puente, California, Abraham Lopez.
One draw. 15 wins coming by way of.
Hey, you know I'm going for Chavez tomorrow night, right?
Are you really?
Chavez his father.
Do you want me to buy you the little streamer headband?
Oh, I have it. Oh, tomorrow
Uh,
morning. Tomorrow morning. Hey, I was with Chavez Jr. when he was a nobody, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, Lee.
Come on. Chavez,
Don't you know how I got into Primer Round was through Chavez's camp?
Andrew, don't make me do something and get you fired again.
I got stories, bro. I got into argument with Chavez's manager, and I argued with him so much, he took me up to meet all of them, and then when I was in there meeting them, that's how they got me hooked up with Primer Round.
All right, let's cover. Actually, Andrew wrote a news clipping here.
Oh, you just got it.
I just got it. Well, shit. Dude, I'm using the MGM Wi-Fi on a laptop, on a battery, and I'm sitting at the top of the MGM watching boxing down below me. I'm pretty impressed that all this shit's working, actually. All right, let's cover this. We did the weigh-in. What about Nacho Beristain admits chips are stacked against his fighter?
Yeah, I didn't like that, Lee. In one of his interviews, he was talking about how he kind of knows that you know it's not a winning situation that they're in. Chips are stacked against us. If you just read the interview, didn't really like how Nacho was responding to the questions. Yeah, the chips are stacked against him, sort of, but I mean, in a lot of ways, Chavez has advantages. On paper, Chavez should have advantages going into this ring. I don't know why Nacho wouldn't just play to those instead of telling everyone that he knows, his fighter's supposed to lose, basically.
Okay. Next story.
Oh,
Canelo's jealousy of the Cinco de Mayo belt.
Yeah, no one believed that bullshit about Canelo's upset over the Triple G situation. This beef Canelo has with WBC goes a lot farther than Triple G.
Yeah, that's bad for Oscar.
I know. This is about the WBC's relationship with the Chavez family. Now, Canelo don't want to come out and say it because he don't want to look like the jealous little boy on the side, but he is. In this situation, Canelo is totally jealous of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and how the WBC babied him. They babied Canelo too, but no one ever sees their own faults. They see everyone else's. So he's over here. He is jealous that, dude, Mauricio Suleiman was like hanging out with Chavez this whole promotion. I don't know if people noticed that, but the WBC president was in Chavez's corner a lot more than he was with Canelo. And that's where this actually comes from. This has nothing to do with Triple G. I think De La Hoya and Canelo know exactly where they're at with Triple G. They're in the driver's seat. Triple G really, the last two pay-per-views that Triple G tried to put on his own have totally flopped. And he has no negotiating power going into this fight with Canelo. He might have, some power about the Sky Sports and the TV contracts coming from that side. But as far as America and Mexico, no. Canelo owns this. Triple G is going to have to bow down to him. So I don't see Canelo being mad at the WBC about the way they handled, they kind of gave him a mandatory. Because, Lee, what's stupid about that argument is Canelo's trying to say, I'm not going to let any belt dictate my career. Well, hey, stupid. Almost all belts dictate fighters' careers. If you want to unify, if you want a title defense, if you want a title shot, you got to do what the belts say. So you're kind of getting your career is dictated by these guys anyways. I just find that whole argument to be BS. I believe he is totally jealous of who and where Julio Cesar Chavez was able to go so early in his career. Chavez Jr. I'm talking about.
We just missed out. Las Vegas Metro was right next to us, and I was going to ask him about allegedly Oscar and allegedly...
Oh, my gosh. What?
Should I go track him down and ask?
No, you shouldn't. That would have been a good one, though, but
right?
No, do it.
I think if you use the word allegedly, you can get away with anything.
Anything. Yeah, that's right. With all due respect.
All right, Chavez Sr. and the pressure he's putting on his kid. Is this the one that cracks Junior?
Lee. He said